Hi, Flosstube.
Hi, welcome. My name's Beth.
I'm Susan.
And we are the 2 over 2 Stitchers. This is a YouTube channel all about our cross stitch journey. Welcome back if you're new, or if you're returning, and hello if you're new. Hope you enjoy our show today.
We're so glad you could join us.
Yes.
Beth and I have both been very busy with life outside of cross stitch.
That's right.
So we don't have quite as much to show as what we normally do, I don't think, right?
Right, and I think we just need to start off with a little bit of an apology, because I know we had said that we were going to try and film every couple of weeks, but for those of you that don't know, haven't maybe watched our channel for a little while, I started a new job in the middle of February, and it's a totally new career change for me, so I have had to learn everything from scratch. So it's been a little it's consumed a lot of my time and a lot of my focus. So I haven't been able to stitch nearly as much as I used to, but I'm enjoying it. So we've got a full...
We have a full house, guys.
We do.
We did the peanut butter too early, I think.
I think so. Now the dogs are going to bark. So we are sorry. Where's the other one?
Let me grab Ruby.
Hi.
Ruby.
We're going to be just fine. Just give us a second here. You want me to take one?
Sure.
Hi. We're gonna do this with doggies today.
This is Ted.
And this is Ruby.
They're my dogs. They're demons.
They're all right.
They're sweet. They're just yappy.
They're all good.
Okay.
So we've got everything to show today. Previous finishes, whips. We have some actual finishes. We have some haul.
Yeah.
We have all the things, right?
All sorts of good stuff. Little bits of everything.
That's right.
Okay.
So you can go first, Susan.
Sure. So the first thing we have is some Stitchy Mail.
Oh, I forgot we had Stitchy Mail. Yes, we do.
We have Stitchy Mail. And we have a little group of us. We kind of call it like our core group, where the 6 of us kind of stitch more often than we do with our big group of stitchers. And so Carol, who is Rosebud Stitcher, and she has a YouTube channel as well, she's in our group, and she gave us each a lovely Valentine's card with some stickers and, of course, some floss. So thank you, Carol. We just love getting Stitchy Mail. Oh, and she gave floss rings, too, which is so nice.
Yes, she did. Those are so cute.
And then Jackie, who is the Cross My Stitches YouTuber, and so I haven't met Jackie in person. Oh my Lord, these dogs just... I haven't met Jackie in person, but I met her through Jen Upton, who has her YouTube channel as well. And Jackie was the winner of one of our giveaways, and she made us, it was addressed to the 2 over 2 Stitchers, which made my husband laugh because he said, now you guys are getting mail.
Now we're getting mail, that's right. Go ahead, send us mail, it's all good.
A handmade card by Jackie with a little stamp and a beautiful note. So thank you, Jackie, for this gorgeous card. I'm saving it because it is so darling, and she threw in floss for us too. So I was excited to get Stitchy Mail.
Yes, I got the card from Carol as well, which was so cute. I didn't think to bring that one.
And happy birthday! Today's my friend Jen Upton's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Jen!
Happy birthday, Jen! And I'll mail you something soon, I promise. So what do we have up next?
Previous finishes.
Previous finishes. So Easter is up and running in my house. This is Lizzie Kate ABC Spring, I think it's called.
I think so, maybe.
Little tiny one. This was a rabbit that I got, I think, at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, one of those places. This was probably 3 or 4 years old, guys. And I just sticky board mounted it onto here, popped on a bow, and this hangs in my kitchen.
That's so cute.
This was the cutest little Ray Dunn Bunny Love decoration that I found. And it's supposed to hold a picture. And that hop was a little free pattern that our friend Cammie gave us.
Okay.
And it was the first time I've ever used the DMC variegated thread to do the hop. And I love how it turned out. And this sits in my coffee bar.
It's cute.
And next is Country Cottage Needleworks.
I love that.
The bunny. This is a cube finish, and I'll kind of turn it to show the back. And
I'm sure things coming out there.
On a cube finish, you put in beads. I'll put that really with straight pins, and those are the feet to hold it. And then at the top I have a bow with some cute little, just my button company little pins and buttons.
That is cute.
I love doing these finishes because you don't have to do a lot. And then this was Save the Stitches. And it was in a really ugly frame. And you know what, guys? I could not, this is Lizzie Kate, Easter Express. I could not leave it. The fabric was dirty. I probably let it soak in like Dawn dishwashing liquid for like 2 or 3 different hours. Trying to really get the dust and the dirt out of it. And then I really didn't know how to frame it, so I just did a flat fold on this little frame and put some cotton in it. But again, I couldn't leave it. It's a funky color carrot because it's like a burnt orange carrot instead of like
reddish orange almost.
Yes, and the fabric's like a gray purple, but again, somebody did a lot of work, and it was at our
cute. I like that.
resale shop, and I think I paid $1 for it. And like I said, for $1, I could not leave it. So those are my previous finishes.
Awesome.
Want me to take her?
Okay, so mine are not FFO'd, but hey, I stitched them at least. The first one is a freebie from Magical School of Stitches from last year that I did. It says, "Few battles are won by strength alone." It's on a pink opalescent kind of. I just grabbed some things that were springish colored, kind of. A little
That's
bit.
pretty fabric.
So yeah, it's got that opalescent kind of thing to it. This is by With Thy Needle and Thread. I don't remember the name of the pattern, but it is by With Thy Needle and Thread. There it is.
Oh, that's pretty.
Kind of almost has a blackbirdish feel to it a little
It does.
bit.
That's why I almost thought it was Blackbird.
No, it's not. It's With Thy Needle and Thread. And then this is by Homespun Elegance, I think. This is on a piece of, I have a tag here for it because I like the fabric so much. It's on a piece of hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie.
It's really
Sunset,
pretty.
it's called.
Very pretty.
So I like that. It's like a purplish gray kind of hand-dyed look.
Very springy.
So those are my previous finishes, folks.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to do whips, right?
Sure. And you know what? We're going to take a break because I think these little folks have to go outside.
Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the delay, but we've gotten the
Doggies are
puppies taken care of.
They're
right?
happy.
We're all good. All right, so what do you have for your whip? What do you been working
Okay,
on?
so my whip kind of ties into the haul because, like everyone else, I ended up with haul. I ended up getting the Jelly Bean Jubilee by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. I love this book. If you like smalls, if you like making little vignettes with your smalls, this book, although it does run $20 for the chart, it has 7 matching, coordinating little patterns to it. I just saw this morning Java Girl Stitcher.
Okay.
She finished hers from this book, and they are just adorable. Now, she's doing hers on a bigger count of thread. So these are 2 whips that I'll show you. I started the little chicken with the flowers, and all I have to do is put the little bumblebees around them, and I'm only doing the 1 row. The book shows this with the same pink flowers going under the little chicken as well, but I'm just doing it on 1. And this is on 18 count Ada. I believe it is I want to say Relic, but it's not Relic.
Okay.
But it's one of the real pretty,
Wren, maybe?
Maybe Wren. It might be on Wren. And then, as you can see, I started the E for Easter, and that is the one that's on the very front cover here with the darling little girl bunny. And so these I will probably make into ornaments for my tree that's in the corner that I show you guys every holiday. I've got a few little rabbits on there now, and I actually fully finished 4 other little Easter smalls, and I have them cut out and put together on my sewing table to stitch up into ornaments, and I thought I was going to have those all ready for today, And then I started this ginormous task of getting all the scrapbook stuff out of my stitching and craft room and putting it back to the basement where both my daughter and I can work on it together. So to say this is a ginormous task of moving and sorting 10 years worth of supplies. Right. I mean, stickers were yellow, paper was bent and faded. So that really has consumed me the last week. I'm hoping I'm going to finish it today and kind of get my stitching room back together. So anyway, not a lot of stitching time, but I did manage to do these two. I'm super excited because I'm going on vacation in 11 days, which I'm not counting, but and we are driving a very long distance to Florida.
So you'll be stitching.
I will be stitching in the car for 2 whole days, and I cannot wait. And I've got everything lined up. And I do Ada in the car because for me it's easier to see, you know, if you're driving and it's bumpy. For me, Ada stitching is easier in the car.
Yeah.
So that is my whip, my one and only whip. And what are your whips, Beth?
Well, I have multiples.
Thank
I have them stats. So this will be the Beth Whip Parade. Right?
That's okay.
So the first thing I did work on since we filmed last time was Midnight Ride by Blackbird Design. There's the pattern. I am doing this on a piece of, I don't know, I think it's mushroom Mugana, maybe, something like that. Sorry, my brain went dead here for a minute. There we are. We're working on that big bird.
That's a lot of stitching.
It is, but...
So let me ask you this. Do you, because I started doing this, because I don't know where I heard it. Oh, I know, Kimberly on Fat Quarter Shop. What she does is she, in big spaces where you fill in, she does the outline and then fills in. Have you been doing it that way with this one?
No.
Okay.
The reason why I don't do that usually is I tend to like to, when I stitch things like this that are over-dyed cottons, I do one stitch at a time.
Okay.
And I like the whole stripy look when I do it in certain
variegation.
Right, when I do it in certain directions.
Yeah.
So I try to make sure, and sometimes if you outline it first, it throws your stripy look off a little bit.
Yeah.
So typically, normally I don't. Like if it's a DMC that's not going to be variegated at all, I will do that.
Okay.
I'll outline it and then stitch it. But for this kind of stuff, I don't. Normally.
Well, most of my stitching time is when my husband and I are watching TV at night.
Right.
And I found that like if I'm perpetually counting, then I'm like losing. Scott will go, "You just missed that," or you know something major happens on 911 or something, and I missed the whole thing. So I started kind of doing that outline. Like this little chicken that's on here is just DMC. I just outlined the chicken and then I filled her in. And that was like great because then it's, you know, you're watching TV and can do it.
So normally what I do because I stitch with a hoop, I use this as an example, I take my needle minder and I put it up here in the corner, kind of like, and I put my Xerox paper copy that I'm working off of, my working copy, I put that under it, and then when I hold my hoop, my thumb goes under the line on the pattern that I'm working on, and then I just scoop my line down, my thumb down.
Gotcha. And hey, for anybody who doesn't know, real quick, guys, your hair clippies, these things, get them at the dollar store. They really hold your fabric. Like if you want it curled around your hoop and you want to be frugal, look at that, guys.
I have a lot of hair things hanging around my house.
Yeah. I'm saying for $1, you can get 3 of them for $1. It holds your fabric just great.
Just tease. I know. Okay, see, we have a lot of hair things around our house. I guess I have stuff in it today, so it's crunchy.
Yeah.
All right, so the other thing I worked on is the 1994 Santa, which is this one right here. It's got the, like, what do you call those things? Sunflowers.
Oh, that's cute.
So that's the one I'm working on. This is on a piece of 18 count coffee tea dyed Ada. So there he is.
So is that 1 thread or 2?
That's 2.
2 to give him some fill.
Well, typically I don't know what it is. When I stitch with Ada, I tend to pull my tensions tighter.
Okay.
And because my tension is tighter, sometimes using one thread doesn't look as good.
Okay.
So that's why I use two.
Because the reason I asked, this is the 18 Ada, and this is one of the very few times on this one that I've used one thread, and I actually liked it. Like,
yeah,
I was really nervous that it wasn't going to fill, but like for me, that red, it would be so obvious if you saw the white coming through.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where this, maybe it's a little lighter, but that's why I asked, because I've never...
I have decided I am going to have to outline his beard and stuff there, because to the natural eye, it's kind of harder to see it against this fabric. But I'm going to, excuse me, wait and do that at the end. Sorry. Okay, so I've got that one. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that are Prairie Schooler Santa lovers, if you haven't noticed this week, the 2021 Prairie Schooler Santa came out. So I will be picking that up the next time I go on a little shopping spree. So then I also worked on my Pink House sampler by Plum Street. I'll do it this way so you can see it. Sorry for the glare. So you can actually see the house. This is on a piece of, I always get this wrong. Here it is. It's Blue Jean, 30 counts by Weeks Dye Works. And no, I have not ironed it. It is all wrinkly. I'll admit it, but I'm working on the house.
Oh, boy, you're doing good.
Here we go. I got some pretty good progress on it.
All your windows.
Yeah, got all the windows in.
That's so pretty.
So, okay, so I got...
Okay, so you got a lot more done than what you led on to believe.
Well,
with starting a new... I mean, I'm very impressed with starting a new job and doing all this.
So that's because I had 2 weeks of stitching before the new job started,
gotcha.
Remember?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, once the new job started, like, I started the new job on, like, what was it? February 15th or something like that, right? So from February 15th to the end of February, I had literally stitched like 2 days and that was it.
Oh gosh. Which is so unusual for you.
Yes. I had to pass a state exam for my new job, which meant I had 2 weeks of cramming to do, to study, to pass this test. So I did pass it on the first try, thank goodness.
Yay.
But it took a lot of my time and energy to...
Especially when you're not used to going... I mean, you haven't...
Yeah.
I mean, our age, to go back to school.
I'm 50, guys,
Yeah,
so
I'm
you might not
older.
realize that.
I'm older.
But because of that, like, I'm not used to, like, I had to get back in the study mode again, right?
For
I had
sure.
to, like, get all into that again. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And it wasn't like you sat in a class, like, it was all self-learn as you go kind of stuff. So,
Which means you got to be disciplined.
and you got to read it all and take, oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Coming to America.
Yay.
I worked on this for a while. I'm not done with this yet. I really wish I could say I was, but I'm not. But I'm getting closer. So,
Oh.
getting there, folks. I am.
Yes, you are.
So here we go. I'm going to start at the top here so you can see it all. So here's this top. I've shown this lots of times before. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of this today. Got all the people's names in, and I think I've just finished the phrase down here at the bottom. I got that little,
Oh, so now you got the fun part
I got the
left.
2020 here, and then I've got the bottom half of the,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah,
So
I
now
got
you
the
got the fun
2020
stuff.
in the bottom with the girl in the other part of the boat. And then I'll be done. So I don't have much further. I don't.
But that's a little more interesting rather than words to do
Yes,
like the color changes, and maybe it'll seem
is.
like it'll go faster.
I don't know. It's not that this doesn't go fast, and it's not that I don't enjoy stitching on it. I do. I just, with all of my whips, I tend to put it in there and forget about it until I have a challenge thing or something for magical stitches that it applies to. I'm like, oh, I get to work on that. Yay.
Yeah.
Because I really do enjoy stitching on it. Okay, I have Just one more. Just one more.
Teddy.
So the other thing I worked on is that Freedom Ring by Lila Studios. Susan is going to be happy with me, I think.
Oh, my favorite.
I think she's going to be happy, folks. I'm going to try and finish this one section I'm working on today. And then it's going to go up for a little while, I think, because I'm wanting to work on some other stuff. So...
Oh, wow.
Hang on, let me get it all twisted around here. Hello, it's pretty large, so I'll hold it back here for you to see it in its entirety, and then I'll zoom in on this. So I got the middle part of that building done, and I had this up here finished already, but I'm trying to meet these two together now. So I've got a little bit in here to do still, and then I'll have that done. I'm hoping to get that finished today.
Wow.
And then I'm going to set it down for a week or two probably and do some other stuff.
Gorgeous.
So a lot of work in this, a lot of work. Pretty much this week, since I passed the exam on Monday, every evening I have stitched a little bit, even if it's just like maybe 50 stitches or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've stitched pretty much on this only because I really wanted to get this done.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a good stopping point
Right,
and to
right.
transition it to something else.
Well, see, and then it gives you a clear spot of where you're going to pick up next on it.
Correct. So once again, this is on a piece of 28 count Monaco that was specially hand dyed for this project. So it's not like you can go to PTP or someplace and purchase it, but I love it. I love stitching on it. It's really hard nowadays. This is a full, is this a half yard, I think?
I think it's a half.
And it's really hard to find large pieces like this now. So I'm thankful that I was able to get that before they started just, selling the smaller pieces. Okay, so that concludes the work portion of the programming.
Right.
So
And
we
next
have
up is
finishes, right?
So,
I'm
yes.
sorry.
So finishes, like I said, I've got 3 Easter ones that are all pinned together, ready to make onto ornaments, but I haven't sewn them. But I'm so excited. I finally finished my Lizzie Kate Easter piece.
This is so cute. I love this.
And
Come on, it's okay.
I actually bought the frame at Hobby Lobby. I'm doing a very simple, plain white picture frame around it.
That would be
because
perfect.
my goal, I just really want this up for Easter this year. I have an open wall that's just begging for it. These were some of my own colors that I used in it. I got so far on it that I couldn't change my colors. If I had to do this over again, I don't know I'd do these colors. I mean, I like them. I'm not in love with them, but now that it's done, I'm happy with it.
I think it's cute.
I'm happy with it. I wish there would have been more difference in color between the 2 greens that are in here.
Oh, okay.
Because on the chart it shows that. But other than that, this is done. And I really like, for one weekend, my husband and I sat and binge watched, I can't remember what. And for 2 days, I literally, for 8 hours a day, just did this. So, yay, I'm done. I'm so excited.
That is cool.
So that'll be up, and I'll show you when I frame it, but that's done. Yay.
Cool.
And now we're going to haul.
I've got finishes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have a finish.
Silly me.
I have a finish. Okay, come on now. So this is Eleanor Rigby by Blackbird Design. So, I've modified this.
Yes.
Right? So, what I chose to do is I put my maternal grandparents on here.
Oh, is that nice?
So here it is. So their last name was Abner, so you'll see that at the bottom in the middle here. And then I put my grandfather's name and it's their birth dates and their death dates, basically.
And your grandfather's name was?
Charlie.
Charlie.
My grandmother's name was Cornelia.
Oh, how neat.
So there it is.
That's gorgeous, Beth.
So my grandmother had this big flower bush. They lived in a little bitty white house, and she had this great big flower bush that was almost as big as the house, it seemed like. And they had these huge...
Was it peonies?
White. They were white.
I bet they were white peonies.
Gigantic white flowers. And I know this is not white, it's black. But when I saw this, it just reminded me of those gigantic flowers. So I was like, I have to figure out a way to...
Oh, it's lovely.
So yeah. So this is my memory piece to them. So on the actual chart, you'll see what I did differently. Is that there was a date here. I took the date out, and that's where their last name is. And then I basically had the names here, Charlie and Cornelia, their years. That's all 1 over 1. But I got it in there. I got it to fit.
It looks perfect.
So I think it turned out pretty good.
Yay.
I really wanted to get this finished because I have this whole other half of this.
You need the fabric.
And I have a project I want to use that on. So I'm glad I'm done with it. Yeah, one more done. Cha-cha.
Yay. We need a bell. Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Or
Yippee-yay.
a kazoo or something.
Oh, I'm not... no kazoos.
Okay.
I'm not a kazoo girl. Okay, so you have haul?
Yes. Was that the only one you had?
That's all I have is just one, but that's better than none.
So, very little haul. I went to my local needle workshop and did the Jelly Bean Jubilee.
I love this chart.
And, of course, I had to do the other one, Love Notes with Thy Needle and Thread. This gives you 5 little minis that you can do. And I'll... put those together. So if you guys remember the last video we did, I made some project bags. That was the other big thing I did, and why my craft room is a mess. I totally went through every single project bag that I had. I created a Valentine's small one, an Easter small one, a patriotic small one, sunflowers small one, Halloween and Christmas, I think. All the major holidays. I put pieces of random fabric and random threads that... Okay, so like one red is going to look just as fine as another red based on the chart. You know what I mean for patriotic? Right. Threw threads in, so now anytime that I want to work, like this is my Valentine's small bag. It's got several charts, several different things, and then all my little... I've been trying to use... I have a bunch of Dinky Dye silks, so I've just been trying to grab those instead of the DMC and... use up what I have for haul in these little things. And I love it because then I can just grab one of my bags and take it to work and stitch on my lunch hour. And I'm getting little by little done that way. Right. So
I opened these to look at them because I was interested in knowing. These are, both of these are color charts, just so you know that on the inside. And
they both use DMC.
Okay.
So, which is, I guess... different with Thy Needle and Thread?
That's what I was going to ask you. Are you using the called for, or are you just pulling what you have?
No, for these I'm pulling. For Jelly Bean Jubilee, I pulled the called for. Okay. This Valentine Love one, I will probably I have like 5 shades of red, 5 shades of pink, 5 shades of green. I'll just pull from that. Okay. But this one, I loved this blue that I'm using, that I really wanted to use the same exact colors for all of these.
Yeah.
So that was my little bit of haul, and then I've just got some miscellaneous scraps of fabric to do smalls on. Okay. And I'm looking forward to going to Florida because I'm going to make my husband, I hope, Linda Newton, I'm going to go to Brick City Stitches, I hope. I've been there once before. It's in, I think, Ocala. And so I'm hoping I get to have my husband drive me an hour north one day and do that. There's another small one in Orlando that I've been to several times. It's needlepoint and cross stitch. So with the new Needlework Expo that's happening this weekend, it's the virtual one that's taking place of the one in Nashville. I'm hoping in 2 weeks people will have charts in.
I'm hoping as well.
I can shop. Yeah. And I've already got a little folder of favorites. So I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Awesome. So I do have 2 things that came in the mail. They're not anything major, but I got the latest edition of World of Cross Stitching. There it is. Cha-ching.
Yay!
This is a UK thing. The thing, I'll say this. I always I don't usually care for their bigger projects than these, but they always have these little things that are great. Check out this for a little boy or something, the Monsters. Mm-hmm. So they have some cute little things in here. It's usually cute to do, which is great. They have, I can't show them to you, but they have a whole series of trucks and Route 66 littles that you can do out of this.
Oh, nice.
Which are cute for kids, right? So, and then I also got the most recent Just Cross Stitch magazine. This is the April one that came in the mail. I like this bird on the front, but I don't know that I would stitch him. There wasn't a horrendous amount in this one that I really cared for that much. There's a sampler in here. Let me show you this part. This Alice Wetherell, 1832. The pattern for that's in there. So yeah, that's it. Not a lot.
Plans. What are we doing?
So plans. Well, I think I'm just gonna continue to work and stitch.
Yep.
I'm gonna wait. Homework assignment for Magical Stitches comes out on Sunday nights, so I really don't know what I'll stitch on next week yet. Depends on how that goes. I know that I'm in training now till the 26th of April, and then after that, my shift changes. I'm working 4 10-hour days with 3 days off, so hopefully then I'll get back to being able to get more stitches and more of a routine.
Yeah.
Right now, because I'm cramming in so much new information every day, some days by the time it's over, I just need to do something where I don't have to count or think, or
Oh, I believe it.
I just need to set in zone a little bit.
I believe it.
So, and I think I might be making a small stitchy trip with some friends in April.
Good.
I'm hoping, visit a different store than what I've shopped at before. I've really tried to stay on budget a little bit right now, and so I haven't been buying a lot. I haven't really needed. I have so much whips, it's unbelievable. I don't really need to buy anything.
Right.
But there are some things that have come out. I've seen at Needlework Expo, especially that Flosstube Friends, I think it's called, by, October House Stitch Works or something like that. I think I want that chart for sure. And I'm not sure what else yet. I haven't really, I'm kind of a little disappointed that Blackbird isn't participating, so they're not going to have anything coming out.
Yeah.
So I'm a little,
That's your favorite.
And it is my favorite, so. But I have seen some other samplers that I like that I might purchase. I don't know yet, but. So yeah, what are you up to? What's your plan?
I have to finish this reorganization, folks, because like I said, this all started because my father was asking where his pictures were, and in my scrapbook menagerie, I could not find them. Okay. And so then once I started tearing everything apart, and I used to work from home, and I had this beautiful, I have a kitchen countertop that is probably 8 feet by 6 feet set up in a nook in the basement installed. So it's like this huge work desk, and that's where I used to scrapbook 15 years ago. So everything's going back down to the basement, being reorganized, and then I'm going to really focus on organizing, getting my sewing machine permanently set up in a spot where I can just stop and sew. And
right.
So I have to get my world organized first, but I'm so happy that I did all these little bag organizations, and now I can just grab something and go. I'm totally looking forward to this car ride. Nobody looks forward to car rides. My husband and I like to road trip. So I'm totally looking forward to that. And my one son's going to come and stay at our house and watch the 2 little puppies. So
great.
That's good. I don't have to worry about the dogs when we're gone.
That's good.
Yeah, and I've got someone here at the house, so
that'll be
all good. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we'll get another video in with work schedules and such before you go on vacation or not.
I'm guessing not.
But we'll likely be back then, probably the first part of April.
Yes, because right? I know I'll probably have haul from vacation.
Yeah.
And if you go on your little store jaunt, we probably have haul from that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. We'll have some haul, and by then we'll, even though neither one of us are getting a lot of stitching time in right now, we'll probably have a good amount to show again.
and my Easter tree. I will
Oh,
definitely be
yes.
able to show. So we'll definitely film before Easter's
Yes,
over, because I do
definitely.
want to show you my Easter tree. Right now it's got 6 little ornaments on it, and I should have another 5 or 6 to add into it. So
It's cute.
yeah,
It's cute.
I'm glad you spent some time
Yeah,
with us.
thanks
We
today.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we really enjoy meeting up with all of you and chatting, and I feel like even though it's just us sitting in a dining room together, that you're right here with us. So till next time, happy stitching, folks.
Happy stitching.
Bye.